Hello, and welcome to the Nights in the Nightmare Let's Play. This is video 49, covering scene 44. Last time, we fought and killed some random monsters, and recruited Algerie, who had been killed by Yelma earlier. Afterwards, we saw a cutscene in which Yelma finally reached the corpse of the arbitrator, in other words, our corpse. However, it was encased in a crystal that she couldn't break open. That is because Princess Alier of the Tiamats had placed a spell on it, and as long as she's alive, the crystal will remain in place. As it happens, we have just ran into Princess Alier, who's preventing us from moving forward. Of course, that means we're going to have to fight her, while Yelma waits near the crystal. Let's get on with it. Here's the place we'll be fighting this round. There at the top of that perch is Princess Alier, pointing her rapier at us defiantly, next to her pet dragon. We have Marion, a lance knight, to recruit. I pull her out and move her to the empty slot to the right. That is, as soon as I can find her. Where'd you go? Where are you? There you are. Where Marion was standing, I put Colleen, one of our permanent duelists, so you know there's going to be some traveling. And finally, the last empty slot goes to Freeber, one of our permanent wizards. Freeber's not going to be doing any actual fighting, but he's in a good spot to farm gems. As a matter of fact, Colleen's going to be the only knight we fight with this round. Let's get some items loaded up. We have Marion's key item, this thick capable recruiter. Since Colleen's the only one fighting, let's get some swords for her. We have Zulfi plus 4. She can overcharge that, so we'll use that. And once it's been overcharged and taken out of play, she can use this Excalibur weapon. That leaves one last slot in our inventory, so let's throw on another key item. Musica, a Tiamat NPC, has a key item that we have for him. Alright, this fight's going to go over a couple different phases. Let's take a look at Alier right now. As always, an awesome portrait there with her pet dragon. Alier's attacks kind of hurt. It doesn't take too many before you start to notice, holy shit, I'm running out of time. So you have to be a little defensive with her. But that's not the only concern we have. Behind her is a dragon statue, and it's an object on the field which holds a key item. I believe the last key item in the game. However, they really make you work for it. You have to beat the shit out of that statue to give it up. Furthermore, it acts as a cannon, so it's going to be flinging crap at us the whole time. So, one last pain in the ass. Okay, we're going to take out that statue first. That's going to be our first order of business.
Engage! I've made up my mind.
Marion trails off. I wish I knew what she was going to say. Okay, she is recruited. I'm not sure who she's talking about. Lady Magissa was an NPC Tiamat from previous round. Okay, key item delivered.
Item gotten.
Now, Alier has knowledge of the arbitrator, so it makes sense she's aware that we can read her thoughts. Okay, Colleen, let's hit the road. As usual with the boss fights, the boss themselves are the only source of gems. So I have to try and stay on top of that. I find myself starved pretty often.
Your soul shall be purified.
Okay, let's overcharge that Zulfi. Alier took a little splash damage there and netted us some gems. I'm not too interested in hurting her right now. My biggest concern is to take out that statue.
soul shall be purified.
With all of these attacks in Law phase, it probably would have been better to bring Hilgard instead of Colleen. That's fine though, Colleen's doing a good job. In the meantime, Allier just kind of loops around the arena and attacks us. That's going to be her pattern for this fight.
Your soul shall be purified. I'm all good to go. Break out! Your soul shall be purified. I can't believe I missed.
Good job, Colleen. 55% damage on that statue. Honestly, that's more than I was expecting. I'm going to pull out Colleen and put in Johann, one of our permanent warriors. Johann has a few more options as far as overcharging weapons. That's why I picked him over Fritz. Let's load up another key item. We have an arcane stone for Cherim, another NPC Tiamat. Okay, let's get some weapons for Johann. Let's see. Yep, he can overcharge that. We're taking it. He can overcharge that. We're taking it. And he can overcharge that. We're taking it. Marion, you're recruited. I'm going to pull her out and throw in Alonso, one of our permanent Lance Knights. Alonso's job is going to be the same as Freeber, just to be an opportunist and try and get some gems whenever he can.
Engage!
Freeber with some concern for Hilgard. Musica, of course, is the other NPC on the field right now. Key item delivered. Freeber gets a cheap shot off and grabs us some gems, but then whiffs the next time. Johann can also get some gems from his position. Alright, we're up to 2 magic points. Excuse me, 3. Let's start overcharging. Oh, I should have been able to dodge that. So we're already down to 17 seconds left in this round. Make that 8. Well, not enough time to completely overcharge this. Ouch. We didn't really accomplish too much this round. And the game says, you suck. %80 damage on that statue. We'll get it this time for sure. Let's load up another key item. The last one we have is Allier's key item, this hand mirror. Also, one of Johann's weapons lost its duration, so we'll load up another one he can overcharge. There we go. We have 1 magic point and 1 statue to blow up. That's all I care about this round.
Engage!
And this attack finally destroys that statue. Out comes the last key item of the game. Freeber grabs us some gems so we can attack one last time and destroy that statue completely. We want to remove it from the field, otherwise it will repair itself and start firing at us again. Alright, it's gone. There's nothing really to do now but farm gems out of Allier so we can set up for next round. Princess Alier's rage meter's full, so now we have to endure that. The best defense I've found for this is just to keep weaving through these little dots on the screen. If you stand still, you just get torn up. Finally, Alonso has something to do. Good job. Key item obtained. Time to get serious. Okay, we are going to begin phase 2 of this round. Johan's getting pulled out, and I'm going to throw in Granite's, one of our permanent archers. He's just going to tear up on this stage. Let's get some weapons for him. See, he can overcharge this bow in Law phase. There we go. And that bow in Chaos phase. Grant is standing at the top of that perch, and that's going to be pretty key. Freeber, I pull him out and throw in Fritz, our other permanent warrior. Let's get another bow for Granite, so after he overcharges those others, he needs something he can use just in general use. That'll do. If we look at Granite's, his position is got a height of 10, and archers receive an insane boost to their charge the higher up they are, so it won't take him long at all to charge weapons. Furthermore, he's got other advantages as an archer, which we'll address. He can pretty well cover that bottom area, so as soon as Alier swoops down there, that's going to be the kill zone. We're going to really punish her if she goes down that route. Fritz is in a good spot where he can farm gems up in that general region. And Alonso is going to be farming gems in his region there, just kind of in that general area when she swoops by. And then that leaves this area here as I described, the kill zone. So Alier is going to be in big trouble once she swoops down that area. He can overcharge that one, yep. He can overcharge that one, and then one for general use afterwards. So this is going to be Granite's show.
Engage.
Of course, Saketo's dead now. We'll just lay low till she swoops into range. Meantime, Fritz can get some shots off. She's locked down because it's an archer attack. And she is knocked off. Look at, she's kind of dazed. Her dragon flies away and she's stuck on foot now. Now her attacks will change. This is a pretty cool one. Alright, we'll overcharge again. When an archer attacks in Law phase and lands a blow, he locks the target down, but also inflicts the stun status effect. So now she's stunned. She's a sitting duck. There's a crappy shot by me. Stunned again. And I hold off. I don't want to attack her because her rage meter's full and I'm trying to get her to do her move now that she's on foot. But instead she calls her dragon. And hops on and gives him a hug. She's vulnerable when she does that, but I can't bear to attack her while she's petting her pet dragon. Oh, damn it. Of course, her rage meter was full, so now we gotta endure this again. So, just zip through. duck and weave.
Leave this to me. Set my enemy ablaze. It worked.
She was not knocked off that time. Let's see if we can get her this time.
Set my enemy ablaze. It worked.
No, she still manages to hold her grasp. And here comes another rage move we have to endure. We're down to 4 seconds. Let's see if we can knock her off before the end of the round.
Break out. Set my enemy ablaze. It worked.
And she fell off. Good. We don't have enough time to actually attack her, but that's fine. We can end the round with her on foot. Now that she's on foot, she will have a new portrait. Let's check it out. I used to think that thing behind her was some kind of a cape or shawl, but I think it's actually her hair. Anyway, another awesome portrait. As I mentioned, her attacks have changed. Let's see if we can fill up her rage meter real quick like and have her do her rage move while she's on foot.
Engage. Set my enemy ablaze. It worked.
Okay, her rage is full. Now we just have to have her not call her dragon. Here we go. And here comes her dragon again. That's... I don't doubt that.
For our country. Break out. See you in the afterlife. Be entangled in these electric barbs. It worked.
We knocked her off again, and that's going to be fatal.
Be entangled in these electric barbs. Chill out. We won.
Good job, guys. Okay, at the inventory screen, I had some more transsols to do. If you recall from last time, Colleen was getting kind of low on vitality, and I did do a transsol with Werner, which got her a little bit, but we used her quite extensively in this round, even overcharging her. So all the vitality she gained from that transsol is gone, and she's back to 9.72, which is a little too low for my liking. I went through the roster, and Marion, the Lance Knight we just recruited, had some pretty decent compatibility with Colleen, so I went through with it. Marion, not super thrilled with the idea, but she goes along with it. And Colleen's level raises to 51. On the next screen we see she gained 9.2 vitality. That's very good. I'm happy with that. Law Index went down by 2, and Chaos Index went up by 4. So overall, a decent transsol that I'm happy with. Next, we have Johan, our permanent warrior. Johan's down to 13 vitality, which, considering how much we use him and how much we overcharge with him, that's a little too low. So I went through, and Otto, a Lance Knight we recruited quite a while back, seems to be a good match. We can see here that Johan's going to gain quite a bit of vitality if we go through with this, so I go ahead and do it. Otto's reaction seems to be of disbelief, but yes, it is going to happen. Sorry, buddy. Johan accepts, and his level is raised to 49, but his cap is actually raised to 51. so we can even level him up a couple more times afterwards. On the next screen, we see he gained 29 vitality. Holy shit, I didn't know you could gain that much at once. Alright, that's a very good transfer for Johann. Law Index goes down by 3, I'm not super thrilled with that, but Chaos Index goes up by 6, and that I am happy about. After that, I go to the experience distribution screen and level him up all the way. So in the end, Johann has 46 vitality. He'll be good for the rest of the game, I think. Okay, let's move on. And that brings us to the next scene. As you can see, there's quite a lot of clutter on the screen. We've got 3 treasure boxes and 2 crystals, none of which hold key items, they only hold weapons. We have locations for a total of 3 knights on the field at once, and of course maximum monster density. So I have a feeling next round is going to be pretty busy. I wanted to talk a little bit about Princess Alier's death. Here we see her last words being, "Please take care of this world and everyone in it." And that really struck me as a pretty classy thing to say. Remember, we just drove her race to extinction, and her dying breath, the last thing she wants us to do is take care of the world. It's not "fuck you motherfucker" or anything like that. It just goes to show how benevolent she was as a leader. During the flashback, we saw the teammates discussing the unwritten law, which I'm not really sure how this works out because they say they found it in the library, but we also saw Capehorn holding it in a previous flashback when he gave it to Yelma. I don't know what happened, maybe he used the company photocopier. To be honest, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I did have a chuckle at Azan saying, well, we're not going to worry about it, we'll let future generations worry about it. Yeah, nice, thank you. During the present day cutscene, we got a reminder that Melissa's still about. Remember, she's the angel that's fought us, gosh, 4 times I think. We kicked her ass every time. She has some sort of a personal beef with Maria, and on the subject of Maria, we haven't seen her since we left her behind at the hands of Zolganark. So we don't even know what happened to her. Anyway, moving on. The inevitable happened. The thing that everyone saw happening did happen. Yelma was standing near the corpse when we killed Princess Alier, and so of course the spell broke, which gave her access to the corpse. And what does she do with it? She hops inside. She stole our body. She stole our body. She says something pretty telling. The strongest power in this world belongs to me. I have nothing to fear from the angels or Zolganark now. So, no surprises here, but it looks like Yelma had some ulterior motives. Shortly after, we run into her, and I believe this is the first time we've been face to face with Yelma, even if it's in our own body and not hers. She taunts us by saying she'll use it better than we ever did, and then summons a shitload of monsters for us to deal with. And that brings us to where we are now. As I mentioned, there's a lot of stuff going on this next stage, but there's no key items to worry about, so we'll blaze through it. This is the final random encounter with monsters in the game, so I'm looking forward to it, having some fun killing some monsters. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.